In 1993, a young mother and newlywed was murdered in her small business in Sunbury, Victoria. Decades later, her case remains unsolved. So who killed Renita Brunton? Renita Brunton was 31 years old, and her case is another one that is taking much too long to solve. It's also a case like Nanette's where there isn't a lot of information, but we've uncovered a lot more about Nanette, so hopefully we can also uncover a lot more about Renita. She had one child, and she had recently married her husband, Robert Brunton. They had been married for only 5 months. Renita owned and operated a second-hand clothing store called Exclusive Pre-Loved Clothing, which was located inside the Link Arcade in Sunbury. She was described as kind and generous, often helping others informally by offering support and advice. On the 5th of November in 1993, at around 1 p.m, Renita was attacked inside the store's kitchen area. She had been stabbed 106 times across her whole body. The front door was locked and a back in 5 minutes sign had been placed at the entrance. No one reported hearing any screams or disturbances. Renita's body was discovered several hours later when other shopkeepers had become concerned that she had not returned, and they used a duplicate key to get inside. At first they thought it might have been Peter Dupas, who is the go-to suspect of any stabbing victim. He was living in Woodend at the time, and he was known to visit Sunbury to shop and whatnot. And Renita and Robert were also living in Woodend at the time, so in this case I understand why Dupas was the top of the list. But he has provided an alibi that police say holds up, although we don't know what or who it is, and people are still linking him to Renita's murder to this day. Police also questioned Renita's husband, her ex-husband, family, friends. All were cleared of involvement, although we don't know how. A few days after the murder, Robert Brunton made a public appeal for information, but I can't find any information of him going public after that, which I find really strange considering they were newlyweds, and you kind of think that newlyweds are still in that loved up phase. There was this one dude who was an acquaintance of Renita's. He had reportedly made advances toward her and she had rejected those advances. He matched the description of a man that was seen around the shop in the days leading up to her murder. The police did question him and stated that he appeared, quote, blasé, unquote, during interviews and showed little emotion. Another witness told police that she saw Renita arguing with a man inside the store the day before she was killed. Other than that, we don't know anything about this man at all. Renita's friend Annette Davey later provided more information. She told Channel 7 that Renita had been informally counselling people at the back of her shop. On the day of her death, Renita was scheduled to meet with a man who had a history of violent sexual offences. She reportedly wanted to help him understand the impact of sexual assault on survivors, which absolutely seems crazy to me. Or why would a woman meet a man who has committed violent sexual offences alone? And the man she was due to meet apparently fit the general description of Peter Dupas, but again, Dupas apparently has an alibi. So despite extensive investigations at the time and public appeals, no one has ever been charged with Renita Brunton's murder. The case has remained open for 31 years. So who do you think did it? Is this another Dupas murder, or do we just not have enough information? If anyone knows anything about Renita or what happened to her, please let us know in the comments or contact me at the email in the description. If you want to solve the murder of Renita Brunton and help us out, or you just want to listen as we go along, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates. And please share this around to as many people as possible, because we never know who has that final piece of the puzzle. So that's it for now, and stay safe out there.